Hi, in this tutorial, I want to demonstrate the steps we need to create a map network drive in Windows Server 2019, and then I want to also create some users and security group to join these users in Active Directory. Also, I'm going to create folders and assign the correct permissions. So I want to create a few users here in my Active Directory. So open your Server Manager, click on Tools, select Active Directory Users and Computers. And here you see this window open for the users and computers. From the left side, select your domain and then users. Right click, you're going to see new, and then I'm going to select user. First user is Kevin, and Kevin is going to ask me for the logon information. So here I'm just going to type in Kevin, and for now this is okay. And click next. Password, I'm going to deselect must change password, and this is the options that you have here for the password. I'm going to set up the password for this user. Click on next, click on finish. So this is Kevin. Right click, properties. I'm going to type in description. He's in sales, so sales department. Okay, click on OK. Next I want to click on users again, and then new. I want to create a new user, and the first name is going to be Sarah, and Sarah, she's gonna have login name of Sarah too. Click on next, and here I'm going to deselect this for now. Set up the password for this user, and I'm going to click on next. Then I'm going to click on finish. I need one more user for this tutorial, so I'm going to click on next, user Vanessa, and then I'm going to type in the user login information, so it's Vanessa, and I'm going to click on next. Set up the password for this user, and here I'm going to deselect this for now. Click on next, finish. And Sarah, I'm going to right click, properties, just gonna give a description for this user, HR assistant, and click on apply and OK. And for Vanessa, I'm going to the properties, and for the description I'm just going to type in HR manager. I'm going to type in apply, OK. And now I have the users that I want to use for this tutorial. Next I want to click on again for the domain. I want to also right click users, click on new, and I want to create global security group, and this is going to be sales. For the sales department, click on OK, and I want to click another security group for the HR department. So HR department is going to be global, and security, the group's type, it's security. Click on OK. So right click on in middle here, you're going to see the security group. Right click HR department, properties, members, and the members tab I'm going to click on add, and I'm going to add Sarah. Check name within the domain, yes, this is the person, okay. And the HR, I think in the HR Vanessa, check name, click on OK. Okay, perfect. So we do have both here. Click on OK, right? So next I want to find the other security group which I created, which is it's for the sales department. So I finished with the HR department. For the sales department, right click properties, and the tab members, I'm going to add the users Kevin. So check name, yes, Kevin in the sales department. And now we have the security group, and this security group will allow us to assign top permission for the map drive. Okay, so we have this set up. So 3 users to just test. Vanessa as the HR manager, Sarah as the HR assistant, and Kevin, he's in the sales department, right? Okay, so next, in order to map a network drive, we need to create a folder, and then I will share this folder. And finally, I'm going to map it. So select your volume from this PC on the server. I'm going to select the volume, and this is volume E. I have a separate hard drive. I'm going to right click inside. I'm going to create a just folder, normal folder. I'm going to call the company name or channel name. So here is my channel name. Right click, properties, and I'm going to go for sharing. I'm going to share this folder. Okay, so in the share, so we have admin, and also I want to add the security group that I created in the Active Directory. So the security group of HR, the HR department, and the sales department. They have both set to read. Administrators group set to honor, administrators set to read write. Okay, so I'm going to click on share. Your folder is shared, click on done, and now I see the network path for the share folder. So // which is referred to shared folder, the server name, then / technoconfig, the folder name. Click on close. Now I want to map this shared folder. From the left side, I see network. Right click, and I click map network drive. Select a drive letter for this mapped network drive. I'm going to select P, and the folder path, which is the path of the folder that we just shared. So / the server name, DC server, then / the name of the folder that we shared. I'm going to click on finish. So here it says cannot access. We have to check what's the problem. So here I do have a problem with the name of the folder. So I'll click on finish. Yes, now I do have it. So if I go back to this PC from the left side, I see the network, the mapped network drive on the server. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to create a few folders in here. So 2 folders for now, just for demonstration. I'm going to call one sales, and the other one I'm going to call it HR department, and here this is sales department. Okay, so inside the HR I want to create also 2 folders for the HR manager, and other one for, let's say I want to create for the HR assistant. So I have 2 folders right now. Okay, so why we are doing this? So basically we assigned the permissions for the map drive. We created the security group. We assigned members within the security group. So next, in order to prevent users from looking, or users from different department into looking on each other department folders, we have to set permissions, and we have to do it correctly in order to let's say if you have the sales department, if you access in the map into the mapped network drive, we see the folders in here, and for the HR department they are able only to see their folders, and for the sales only to see their sales. So we don't want to all the people within the company to see other departments, other folders department within the map network drive. For instance, this is going to create a problem if the salesperson will access the HR department folders and files and see something like salaries, positions, SIN numbers, classified information that it shouldn't be on a map network drive for specific people. So only a few people should see whatever they want to see, and this is where we should, as a team, as an IT team department, they should make sure that the permission are set properly on the Windows server, so no one can access unauthorized stuff in the map network drive. So in here, so going back this PC, I see the map network drive on my server, and I see the two folders here, let's say, within the company, HR department, sales department, if you want to add whatever here. And let's say if Sarah, as an HR in the HR department, if she accessed the map drive, she only see this folder. So in order to do that, I'm going to right click properties and the tab in security. Here I'm going to select, if you see here, the group, both group are existed, so sales and HR. I don't want sales to be in the HR. I don't want sales to look into HR department folders and files. So I want to remove this. In order to do that, I'm going to click on advanced. I want to select sales. Then I want to click on disable inheritance. Then I will select the first option, which is convert inherited permission into explicit permission on the subject. This will allow me to remove the sales. So now it's removed the sales security group from the HR department folder. So I'm going to click on apply. Okay, now I don't see it in here. And this is the HR department, and this is the permission for the HR for now. It's set to read a list and read only, so no modify, no full control, no edit, no download, no adding. So click on OK. In the sales, the same thing. I'm going to right click properties. I don't want the HR people to look into the sales stuff, so here I'm going to click on advanced, and HR department, disable inheritance, select this option, then remove the HR. Now it's only for the sales security group. Click on apply. Okay, and it's also set to read stuff. So okay, now inside HR I also created a few options. So I have a few folders in here. So HR assistant, HR manager. So for the HR assistant, I'm going to right click properties and security. Now in here I see the group HR, and the group HR also belong to both Vanessa within the group and Sarah as an HR assistant. So I'm going to actually remove this, and let me remove this one from this folder. So I'm in the HR assistant folder. I'm going to remove this security group, the same thing. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on add. I'm going to click on apply on OK. And now I want to click on edit. I want to add, and I want to add Sarah for this folder. That's going to be on her own folders in the map network drive. I'm going to check the name. Yes, this is the domain name, and this is the username. Click on OK, and I see Sarah here, and for this folder. Okay, and she has read permissions as an assistant, and we leave it this way. I will give her read for Sarah. I will give read permission for her. Apply. OK, and OK. Now in the manager, right click properties. I'm going to the security tab, and the same thing. I want to remove the HR department in order to, because if I don't remove this, Sarah as an HR assistant will be able to access the folder for the HR manager, so we don't need this. So here I'm going to remove the HR department, apply, okay. Here I'm going to click on edit, and I'm going to add the username as the HR manager, Vanessa. Select, check the name. I want to check the name. It's not, so sorry, so Vanessa. Let me check the name. Click OK. So that's the name. And for the HR manager, I want to give full control. Okay. So they have read, write, list, read, and execute permissions. Modify. Click on apply. Okay. Click on OK. Okay. Going back, the sales department, we do only have read. So I'm going to leave it this way for the sales. And so for the sales here, I can fix this by going to the HR department, and yes, it's allowed to, it's only for read. Click on OK. Click on OK. Now we should have everything set up for this map network drive. So the next step, from the server manager, I want to go back to tools, select users and computers. I'm going to minimize the background, and here within users, I want to go to the users that I created, starting from Sarah as an HR assistant. Right click, properties. I want to select profile, so I'm going to add the home folder for this user, which is Sarah as an HR assistant. So I'm going home folder. Under home folders, I'm going to select connect, select the drive letter, which is P, right, the one that we created previously, and 2. So 2, I'm going to the path, so server, the server name, backslash that drive name. And click on apply, click on OK, click on OK. So Vanessa, right click, properties, the same thing, profile. I want to add the home folders for her profile, so connect, the same map network drive, and the network path, which is backslash the server name, so DC server, this is my server name, and the network map drive name that we created. Click on apply. Okay, so here OK, and Kevin finally. So properties, the same thing, profile, connect, P, and let me add the path, backslash technoconfig. I'm going to click on apply. Okay, okay. And that should be it for now. Next, I'm going to test from the client or the employees' computers. So here I'm inside the HR manager workstation. She's Vanessa. So I want to test her access to the network, to the map network drive. So I'm going to go on this PC and test. And yes, I see the mapped drive. So I'm going to enter this map drive, and I see only HR department. If you notice, we removed the sales security group, so no sales security group. So now I don't see the sales department folders in here. So I was able only to access the HR department folder, and I see only the HR manager folder. I can't even see the HR assistant folder as in manager, so it's all hidden. So the HR manager only see her folders, and since we gave her full permission for Vanessa, she was able to actually create things inside her folders or put folders, right? And no one see that. No one should see that. So if right click, we create a new text document, we call this salaries, let's say. Yes, she was able to create folders inside her specific folder. So if we go back, let's say, and I want to create this one here, and this one has the security group permission, which is read only. It's not write or modify. So text, okay, you see this message, you need permission to perform this action, because we didn't give the HR manager access to this this path. The only way we gave her full control is inside her own folder, right? So she cannot perform this task in here within the map drive. So let's test in here in this path. So if we enter, we see the main path. Let's say I want to drag here. Okay, you need permission to create this action. She has no access also here. Okay, next I want to test with Sarah as an HR manager. So I'm going to go ahead and test with Sarah as an HR assistant. I'm going to type in the domain name, backslash, the username. So my username is Sarah, password that I set up, and we didn't change this, so it asks us to change the password. Okay, no problem. So I'm going to change this. So it's changing the password, and the password changed in here. Okay, so I'm inside Sarah, the HR assistant workstation, and let me check. Let's go and check the map network drive for this user or employee. So I'm going to go this PC, and yes, I see the network, the map network drive. And I see the HR department, perfect. And here I see the HR assistant. You see, now I can't see the HR manager, only the assistant, right? And if you remember, for permission, we set only read. Read means we don't have write permission or modify. We cannot put anything inside, we cannot modify. So in case the HR assistant Sarah, she want to put stuff inside, this will prevent her of doing so on the map network drive, because she has no enough permission to do so as the manager. So let's say if Sarah as an HR manager, she has a new or folders on her local workstation. Let's say she has folder called SIN number. So SIN numbers, and this folder has a bunch of SIN numbers inside. So here, so these random numbers, so for demonstration, and this folder considered to be very classified and sensitive inside the company. And Sarah, she wanna go ahead and put it inside her folder within the network map drive. So let's see if this is possible. So copy, and I'm going to paste it. I'm going to enter the map drive. I'm going to paste it here. Okay, I see the message, permission denied. No access here, no permission. If I go in here, permission denied. Okay, I can't. If I go HR assistant, which is I'm not allowed as well, permission denied. So no access. We didn't get. We only gave read access, and the read access in case we just want to put something in here from the admin user. Sarah as an HR assistant, she is going to be able to see the stuff. So from my server, I'm going to create like a something inside the map network drive for Sarah. So HR department, HR assistant, and here I want to create a folder for Sarah, the HR assistant in the company. I want to call it let's say tips on how to start, right? So this folder will allow Sarah to understand the stuff in the map, how to use the map network drive. Set of instruction, basic instruction, to allow non-technical, highly non-technical users to understand what's going on. So especially in matter of security, it's recommended. So if we go back to Sarah workstation, we should see this folder. Okay, so I'm here, I'm inside Sarah workstation. This is her personal workstation. If I see the account, yes, I'm in Sarah account. And to check this, we can click on log. And yes, we are inside this HR assistant account. So if I go ahead and check the file that I created, let me go ahead and go to this PC, the map network drive, HR department, HR assistant, and yes, I see the file that I created as an admin for Sarah as an HR assistant to start understand how to few tips to make her understand how to work securely on the network mapped on the mapped network drive. Finally, I'm going to test with Kevin. So here I'm accessing Kevin account, Kevin username and the password. I'm going to hit enter, and now I want to access the account and test. Okay, so now I'm inside Kevin a workstation. Let's go ahead and check, and going to this PC. Yes, I see the map network drive, that's okay. And yes, I don't see the HR department. If you notice here, I see the sales department only. And yes, that's it. And here he should have reading, so we cannot add anything. Yes, I see the access denied. We cannot delete, we cannot create. We just can read, and that should be it. And this is how it's basically you can map the network device and assign the folders and the right security group and permission. That's it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you so much for watching. Talk to you next time. Bye.